Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Jazzy, the Video Store Sasquatch here, and we are doing another Monday morning review. I went and saw Final Destination Bloodlines, directed by Zach Lipkowski and Adam B. Stein, starring Caitlin Santawana as Stephanie Reyes, Tio Briones as Charlie Reyes, Rhea Kietzid as Carlin Campbell, and Richard Harmon as Eric. Plagued by a recurring violent nightmare, a college student returns home to find the one person who can break the cycle and save her family from the horrific fate that inevitably awaits them. This movie is very good. It had a special memoriam to Tony Todd at the end. Um, for those who don't know, he was part of the original three movies, I think, original two movies, and basically he was the like catalyst that would bring the main characters into realization of what was following them in death. They did that again in this movie for Stephanie and Charlie and them, Darlene. Um, this movie is one of the most awesome movies I think I've seen in a while. I think that between this one and Monkey, about the same thing, kind of like as far as just like random acts of violence towards people. I loved it. I think that you realize that if you watch this channel and we're kind of seeing everything that I've done or talked about with these movies is just flat out marking it up, as they would say, or at least I'm definitely a fanboy of this, is another thing you could say. And I did enjoy this movie a lot. I think that the people that did it understood the true spirit and true, like, formula of this movie. Like, it has to have a little comedy in it about what's going on because of what's going on is so outrageous, but it also has to take everything so seriously, and then at the same time, it has to subtly show you the deaths and stuff like this. The soundtrack behind this one, I think, is one of my favorite ones in a while too for movies. Everything kind of played for death as it was, which I enjoyed. I was getting a kick out of this movie. I love this movie. For the very beginning, where we get the first premonition of the sky view and everything, we instead of it being like an original premonition, though, we actually wake up into a college class with Stephanie, and Stephanie has these recurring nightmares that are the same thing as the sky view of just utter destruction through everything. Um, she eventually goes back to her hometown, talks to her dad, her uncle, and then gets the information she needs about her grandma. Pretty much is what we're talking about here. And her grandma kind of informs her about everything about death and how it's all following her and following the families of everyone that lived through the Skyview incident that she predicted originally, and that the fact that she's getting premonition means that she has it. And then we just kind of get the normal Final Destination stuff from there. Um, yeah, I love this movie. I give it a B plus horror movie. No, I got fucking A minus horror movie. B overall. Even though I don't really think that the overall audience is gonna love it, just because of the gore involved with it. But this is my rating, so we'll go with that. An A minus for horror and B overall. I think that of course the acting in these are not always gonna be the best. I mean, what it is, what it is, and it is and what it is. So I'm not really gonna take away a bunch of points for like stiff acting or kind of brutal acting. I love just the dumbness of everything. Like, man, we got death following us, and the guy's like, well, it's clearly not gonna get me, and he's like very interactive, and then boom, they get shown some way to each person that what is going on is real and involves death. Um, yeah, so this movie is really good, guys. It really does stick true to the franchise. If anything, it brings the whole franchise together all on one thing. I hope that we're getting at least like, I don't know, a half a dozen more of these movies. I think another Final Destination a year for the next like 10, 15 years isn't too much to ask for here. To be honest with you, I love the promotions too. I don't know if you guys caught them, but they did have the log truck promotion around California. People were taking pictures, and I think that is just brilliant to do. Um, I wish there would have been a cup or something like cool. I'm sure that there was, and I just missed it. 'Cause I actually haven't been going to the theater for 2 weeks. I went to the drive-in the last 2 weeks, so I might have missed it. Might not have missed it. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have it for Cinemark and they had it for AMC. Like I said, this movie has also came out in 40x. I saw it in standard format. I could have went and saw it in IMAX 2D. I wasn't really like feeling the IMAX 2D. Basically, IMAX 2D at my theater means it's a bigger screen and a less comfortable seat, as to where standard format might be a little bit smaller screen, but like the seat is luxury. The same with the XD too. They have the luxury loungers in the XD, so we do kind of go see the XD every now and then, which is pretty much like IMAX. Um, yeah, I would love to see this movie in 40x in like Chicago or something. There's this movie, and a couple other movies that's coming out. I'd love to go see. I mean, the horror movie, the movie lineup for the next like 2 months is just insane, crazy. It's gonna be banger after banger. So we're really gotta kind of sit in, prepare, get everything ready because eventually, after all these bangers, we're gonna get a top 10 list for the year so far, and then we're gonna be moving in to more of like an October, like a more fall horror movie, thing again, and going into the award season again. So we're getting to the nitty gritty of the summer. We're starting a little bit of the summer season, and then eventually we'll get into the nitty gritty of it coming up. I mean, seriously, like every movie that they show previewed coming up was like, God damn, this is gonna be a banger. That's gonna be a banger. That's gonna be a banger. So for the next at least 7 weeks, we have a lot of good movies coming up. So stick with the channel. Comment below what movie next 7 weeks are coming out that you want to see most. Um, Please like and subscribe, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good rest of your day or night. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section, and see you next time in the cave.